guys, I know it's been a minute, and I do apologize for not being very active on here, but I decided, since I have a bit of free time now, that I can do another sketchbook tour. So this one was actually started in Japan when I was there visiting for a couple of weeks, so you'll see a few kind of, I don't know, you can see all the Japanese stickers here, all the funky stickers. This was quite a cheaper end sketchbook, but it was very fun to use, so let's just get started. So as you can see here, this is just a starting page with the start and end dates, as you can see. Started in Japan. I got a bunch of cute little food stickers. There was just so many stickers and pens to buy. I had a blast just using them all in the sketchbook. For the first page here, I've got maple and paper cut. They've featured in my previous sketchbook tour videos, and you'll see in later pages that they change quite a bit actually, so these designs are kind of outdated now, but yeah, just experimenting with all the new pens and supplies that I got on my trip to Japan. Just more experimenting. A lot of these were actually done on like the trams, the trains, so they're kind of like a bit cruddy. To be honest, this sketchbook's very experimental. Sorry about the sort of like cruddy lighting. I've not got much to work with at the moment, and my setup doesn't have like I don't have any good lighting right now. So we've got some more maple sketches. This was when I was on the trams in Japan, like the trains, the trams. So I was just sketching vaguely what a tram looked like. Some more maple sketches, since I was kind of in a rut about what to do with her in paper cut in general, like in terms of like plot, in terms of design. I was really unsatisfied, so you'll see a lot of them. They're gonna change a bit in the sketchbook, I'm pretty sure. Got more Gideon. I know he makes a feature on this channel, so yeah, more of him to do with the song "A Damn Little Monster" from Nerdy Prudes Must Die. I love Nerdy Prudes Must Die. It's not like amazing or anything, but I really like a few of the songs, like "A Damn Little Monster." I love that song. So again, some more maple sketches and more Gideon. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, more Gideon. All of these being done in Japan. There'll be a point where like it stops being in Japan, which I'll point out. Yeah. Some more Sona sketches, some more Jax and Ragatha. This was before the episode 5 horrors. I think it was episode 5 where the horrors started happening. But this is them at a vending machine, the vending machines they have in Japan with all the drinks and stuff. Yeah, just being silly. Yeah, just more basic sketches. All of these done on the tram. All of my new supplies. Very fun, very cool. I remember there was this guy who was like really bothering us on the tram while I was drawing these. So I was drawing these to like distract myself from him. Some more Gideons, a little silly, just simple actions. This is where I was like dreading having to take the plane back, since we had I think I mentioned it in the previous one, but I had to take a plane, like one like train to like this plane to Amsterdam, and then I had to take the other plane not to Amsterdam, sorry, that's a different trip, to Frankfurt, Germany, and then we had to take one to Japan, and it was like a full day of travel. It was depressing and tiring, and I was trying not to think about the travel back, which was also horrible, and I won't ever think about it again until I eventually want to go back. So yeah, just experimenting with pens again. This is a stamp from Itoya, is written there. I wrote it wrong there, so I rewrote it. It's a craft store. It's a pretty like well-known one. I don't remember where it was from. Gotta search it up. But yeah, that's a stamp from it. Very cruddy drawings of new pens. This is where I went when I went to Tokyo Disney. I specifically went to Tokyo Disney Sea, which was incredible. It was absolutely gorgeous. I would recommend for anybody that goes to Japan to go there, because it was incredible. Especially the genie ride. It was pretty amazing. This is me doing some more paper cut and more chalk. I don't know if I introduced chalk as a character, but these two are just siblings. And this is when I was trying to figure out a new design for him, because I was tired. I was tired of this elf-looking design, which was previously like a tiefling sort of D&D design that I had. So I was trying to maybe do like a dog-based design, which you'll see a more developments on in later pages. Yeah, just him being his silly cartoony self. And nothing crazy. Again, kind of half-ass sketchbook. Some more chalk. Oh, chalk, I love you, chalk. I need to draw them more. With the song TV Girl. From TV Girl. Song Hate Yourself by TV Girl. I mean, as you can see, that was my mood at that moment. Ooh, some sketches of, I had her in a previous sketchbook, but not as this design. So this was previously a hell of a boss OC called Missy, which I OCX canon shipped with the character Striker, which I also like redesigned to be my own like human character. I don't draw them much anymore, but I do prefer having them this way. Those who know, know. Yeah, but just some more Missy. I love Missy. I think I do a bit more Missy later. Just start there. So this is just a bunch of stuff that I got in Japan. Just a bunch of like what you call it? I got these like a supermarket in Japan. Like anything that I saw that was like cool looking, I sort of just grabbed and stuck it in here because they have such cool graphic design. I really like this. I think that's so cute. I also went to Anime, like the store, and they had literally zero Fullmetal Alchemist stuff. They only had these like stand thingies, these acrylic stand thingies, and these keychains with them in cups. Look at them, they're so cute. I ended up getting literally just Ed and Winry stuff, but I did get one Roy thing, which was maybe if I remember I can put it on screen. It's like a badge. I might show my haul of what I got on screen, but yeah. I got some Digital Circus, like there was a bunch of Digital Circus stuff there as well, which was really cool to see in the flesh. So I got like a keychain from there. I also got like an acrylic thing, like not acrylic, photo card holder. Here's a little Roy sketch along with it. Ooh, here's more of the not Striker hell of a boss character. I don't know if I've decided on the name Flint, but this is just me trying to make him a bit more of my own character, but it does just kind of look like human Striker. Sorry, those are people outside. But it does just kind of look like him. But, you know, I'll get back to drawing him one day, guys, because I do prefer having him as a human. Oh, this is when I came back to, like, the UK. This is I think a D&D character? Was it a D&D character? I'm not sure. I was in, like, a designing class or something, but I designed, like, a fish lady and Undyne inspired. Here are also some very brief storyboards. This is like to do with OCs and some Scott Pilgrim stuff. None of these are ever coming to light, but or at least at the moment, these are just like ideas that I had at the top of my head that I wanted to scribble down. Here's some more Gideon sketches. I was just experimenting with the pens here. I like doing him sort of like as limited detail as possible. I love sketching him like that, like very abstract. Well, not abstract, but you know what I mean, like less detailed, mostly shapes and stuff. I love drawing him like that. This is also around the time that the new Scott Pilgrim game was announced, and I'm so freaking excited. We haven't seen anything of him yet, but I'm excited to potentially see stuff of him. Please, please, Brian, please, I need more content, please. Just some more sketches. All of this is done, like most of it is done with like the new pens, the pens that I got from Japan. I'll try more, some clowns, because I love me some clowns. This is still my old Sona design, that's why it looks like this. I'm pretty sure it changes like halfway through this, so don't you worry. There's some weird elf creature. I always like defaulted to weird elf creature when it came to like designs. Ooh, Tana! When Deltarune came out, which I actually played. I hadn't previously played Deltarune. I mostly watched like gameplay of it, like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier. Not Markiplier, I don't think he played it. The Jacksepticeye gameplay. So I was able to play it myself when the new chapters came out. Yay! So I wasn't spoiled by just watching people play it, because I actually wanted to experience it. So yeah, you can see more Deltarune sketches. Chris and Susie. Love them. Got some Sniper, because I missed TF2 so badly. Can't believe, like, at the moment it's been like a year since that new like the Christmas comic came out. Oh my god, bro. Oh, I still miss them though. Valve, please, another comic, please. So Miss Paulings, because I love Miss Pauling too, but I love Sniper. I love him. No, I don't even go here anymore. I used to be a Cookie Run Kingdom fan, but I just did some like sketches of them because I do actually love the character design in Cookie Run. It's not my thing anymore. I'm not a big gacha game person, but I do really like the design. So here's that one shadow milk cookie, I guess. And crap, what's her name? Oh, sugar something. I don't remember. Sorry guys. But I do like the designs. Hollyberry, I remember her. She was one of my favorites when I was back into it. When Twizzly Gummy Cookie was like the main new cookie. She was my favorite though. But yeah, those freaking cookies. This is me experimenting more with Papercut's design. I gave him horns again. He used to have horns, but I was like, I'll give him back and see how I feel. I still wasn't very satisfied though, but yeah, just some more sketches of him. Some more Deltarune. Rousey and Chris, love Rousey and Chris. Some Spamton. Spamton was back when chapter 2 came out, bro. Oh my god, I drew so much Spamton. He just kind of like, he was just kind of my kind of character at the time, but so silly. Oh, I don't remember. Oh, I feel like I'm like, my friend requested me I draw this character, but I forget. I don't know her name, but oh, I feel horrible that I don't know, because it's like that thing that everyone, like, it affects everything or something. Like, it's like one of the first, like, okay, maybe I'll remember later. Here's Gideon as an object show character, because my mutual was drawing them as object show characters, so I was like, yeah, that's him as an object show character, just his logo. Ooh, here's some more Susie, as well as a character of mine. I think I drew him. He was in a previous sketchbook video as well. Sorry if you hear like cars and stuff in the background. But it's just some more sketches of him, more sketches of Susie. Very cute, guys. Some Noelle. I love Noelle. She's kind of hard to draw sometimes though. And Birdly, I guess. Oh, you know, that looks really bad. Oh well. Here's some Envy Adams, as well as some Todd Ingram, and then just more Gideon. I think I was watching the Scott Pilgrim movie during this, so I just decided to draw a bunch of them, as well as looking at the Scott Pilgrim Takes Off reference sheets, and I was just redrawing some of his expressions as a kind of study. I kind of like this one. I like this one. The rest are The rest are okay. Yeah. Here we have some Jax sketches. Don't think this was around any sort of episode thing. I just wanted to draw Jax and draw how much I hate him. Here's a fun Gideon sketch of him and Alvin and the Chipmunks, because why the hell not, you know? Love Alvin and the Chipmunks. Just some Sona sketches, just some basic Sona sketches. This was, again, still when I had, like, the elf ears Sona. This was me sort of concepting for perhaps giving myself more of, like, an avatar sort of thing, if I ever wanted to do more, like, commentary videos or something along the lines. There's just sketches for that. And some more for that, just some like expressions and stuff. Some Scott and Ramona, because I find myself barely drawing them despite the fact that they're the main characters. Very basic. I do find drawing Ramona quite fun, but Scott's kind of annoying to draw. He's too basic. He's so basic to draw. Some Matthew Patel. Some more chalk, again, still of her older design. Ooh, some Edward Elric, Female Alchemist. Ooh. And some Roy Mustang. I love Roy Mustang. Some Gideon sketches, more depicting him as like a Victor Frankenstein sort of thing. Quite like these, quite like how crazy he looks. And some Wilfred Warsash sketch, Wilfred Mother-Lovin Warsash sketch. I really want Wilfred in like Darkiplier the Return. If people know, those who know, like if you go back in my channel videos, I have like an old animatic featuring like Darkiplier, Antisepticeye, and blank gameplays. Oh my god, bro. Those are my roots, and I still yearn for more content of them every day. Again, some little cake. I think I was drawing Celine here, also from like Who Killed Markiplier, or like the Markiplier verse, the Applier egos or whatever. Some more Ramona flowers. I see a little angular cat. It was with like a fun pen that I got from Japan that was like more of a calligraphy sort of pen. This is a Mutuals OC with what's his name again? Oh my god. I don't remember, but it's a Doctor Who cartoony villain. His name escapes me at the moment. I feel kind of like I've betrayed them though. Sorry. Here's I think new OC sketches. I don't know. She might have featured in the previous video. I'm not too sure, but I think I'm currently developing her a bit more. These are some more older. This is some older sketches of her. Along with her friend. They've changed quite a bit since then, so these are just some early sketches of them. And this sketchbook, I've noticed it's very limited colors. I didn't really use a whole lot of supplies. Actually, you know what? That's a lie. That's a complete lie. Because in later pages, I'm using more acrylic markers. But here's like a random little bunny. And I think this was meant to be Kim Pine, but also it just kind of ended up being a girl. So it could be either if you wish. Here's some Chris from Deltarune. Nothing crazy. I just wanted to use up a whole page because I think at this point I was having a little bit of an art block. Yeah, you can tell. I wanted to draw just like a few stylized cats, so give them big ass eyelashes, kind of warrior cats-esque with how stylized these cats are. Pretty expressive cats. Did some dragonflies, I guess. I don't know why I was drawing dragonflies, but don't know what this is. I could not tell you what this is. Is this like a cupcake? I have no idea. There's a little dragon as well. I think I was just trying to prove to myself that I draw more than just human characters. Well, I can't prove myself here because I'm just drawing this guy. But yeah, just some more Gideon. I wanted to try experiment with perspective here. I kind of failed. This is just him in his like New York tower or whatever, his G-Man tower. Some more of him. Nothing crazy. And some more Sona stuff. This is when I was implementing the current Sona you see now. Just experimenting with the kind of outfits that I'd give them and how they'd look. This is me just playing around with pen. I often find myself playing around with pen more than I do with pencil. I just find it more fun to use. Some papyrus. This is canon. They interacted. This is real. This happened. And some Ramona flowers. This is when I was using acrylic pens, I believe, for that one. Artex probably. Shout out to Artex. Here's when I think I figured out my Sona properly. So I was just drawing a little bit of them. Here's some more abstract, just like simple acrylic markers. Highlighters. Using highlighters here. Gideon again. I have a lot of fun drawing him. Very much fun. Very bare page. These pages are quite bare and lazy. Oops. Some more of the girl from before. Where is she? Yeah, no, the one. The OC I was talking about earlier. With the colored hair. Kind of made her look a bit like Gwen. I don't remember her second name, but Gwen from Spider-Verse, or just like General Marvel Gwen. In terms of the hair. That was not the intention, but yeah. Some more of her here. Just experimenting with her fashion, what her hair would be like. I'm kind of settled with like a anime hair strand going between her eyes. I'm always kind of a sucker for fun hair. This is when I was rewatching season 1 of Squid Game, because I'm crying over season 3 of Squid Game, so I decided to rewatch Peak. And I love saying, "Woo!" I forget how much I like him. He's a fun guy. Very easy to draw. I'm not a big fan of these, but he is quite easy to draw. Again, I think this entire sketchbook was kind of in an art block sort of phase, so not incredible. So this is one of my friend's drawings. I just asked him to draw Gideon, he did for me, and I think it's quite beautiful. I think it's amazing. And I think he asked me to draw him getting shot or like getting a gun to his head, so there's that. Holy peak. Here's some Sylveon, because those are my favorite Pokemon. I love Eevee, I love all the Eeveelutions, they've always been my favorite. And some more Mustang sketches. And some Gideon with Pikawa. Aww, so cute, so cute. Oh, I thought something was falling out there. So these, God, hear him. These are all cookie wrappers. So they had like a Pokemon at the airport. They had these, I don't know what the cookies are called, but they had like cream in them. They're really nice. They're such nice. Oh God, okay. Well, that's that falling out. I'll put it back in a bit. They had like Pokemon themed, and they had Eevee and Pikachu, so I decided to stick some of them in because every single wrapper had individual like cute artwork on them, so I wanted to salvage some of them. And these were a bunch of like business cards from this so this was later on. I had these like saved up and I was like, oh, why don't I put these in here, because this was the sketchbook I started in Japan. So these are business cards, very cute. Check them out if you want. Now some people might recognize this if you watch my Arctics video, guys. Go watch that. But this is just the Arctics piece that I did for it, using the, was it 90? It was a 90 marker set that Arctic sent me. So I had a lot of fun with this. I love Arctics markers. Not sponsored here. Here's some Matthew Patel. I hate this, but you know, whatever. I just don't think the colors just are not working for me. But yeah, here's some Matthew Patel. More Matthew Patel. This one's way better. Just like a Matthew Patel piece, because I had fun with doing like full page Arctics like pieces. Some more. One of my Sonas, a different Sona. More Arctics, more for use, because I had fun. Just some sketches, more paper cut here. Again, still deciding on his design. I think I just decided in a different sketchbook. I don't think I decided in this one. I'm debating just doing a back-to-back sketchbook tour, as in just doing the one after this. But we'll see. I'll have a look at the length. But here's some more Maple. This is when I was this is when I kind of like revamped her a bit, because Maple used to technically be a D&D character, a witch D&D character. So I wanted to maybe see if bringing that aspect back to her would inspire me. So I did. And I'm kind of revamping her whole story and everything, or like, yeah, just in general. The imaginary world that she's in. This is her caregiver at the moment, her like caretaker. Ace. He's also featured quite a few times, but I don't know if I've mentioned him by name. Another Sona sketch. nothing crazy. And some Gideon studies, because as you can see here, I was feeling rather unsatisfied with how I drew him, so I wanted to go back to basics and redraw a couple panels. And some Gideon cat as well. And color these with just some alcohol markers. Very fun, very fun. Just some random people doodles. Oh my god. Sorry, my low battery just came up on my screen, so at a moment. Just some more of him. I redrew the panel through, because it bled through the alcohol markers. And some more just like some Scott Pilgrim panels that I redrew because I was in the mood for it. I was in the mood. And I believe this is the last page in the sketchbook that I'm gonna show. Just some more Gideons. Nothing crazy. I was just kind of giving up at this point in terms of like creatively, kind of at the end where you just, for me personally, I just start to self-indulge really hard because I just want to get the sketchbook finished. So yeah. Nothing super crazy, just him all bloody and stuff. And more of his like game version. Very abstract. So yeah, that was my May to July sketchbook tour. I'll probably do the other one after this because I have another sketchbook after this, and I think another one at some point, but I don't know if I want to make the video that long, so I'll probably do that at some point soon. But thank you so much for watching. I do want to try upload more frequently. I'm more active on Instagram. Well, not right now, but like in general, I'm way more active on my Instagram, so you can check me out there as well. But yeah, that was my Started in Japan sketchbook, and I hope you all enjoyed. Bye bye!